Are we getting ready to go live, gentlemen? I ain't ready to start yet.
Which side's my business?
Well, I'm about ready to start. Y'all behave.
You gonna comment on that? We'll get Lynn to decide. I know, sir.
Minutes to approve. I guess we don't.
We did, yes, we did. We had a bunch of them.
They ain't on the thing. They ain't on the new agenda.
But they are, they're right there.
They're on the old agenda, but they ain't on the new. We're gonna add them. So
Why don't we got two number fives?
Yeah, 'cause,
We said we shouldn't adjourn with big number six.
yeah. Let's, I'll make,
We can make the minutes number six and the adjournment number seven.
I'm gonna make the minutes at 3A.
3A.
After we get the new members on. Probably, if that's right now. Okay.
Well, that's kind of what I want to do. That's fine.
Good evening, welcome to the January 13th, 2020. I said it right. Meeting of the Union County Board of Adjustment. I've been saying 2019 forever. I have a hard time believing it's 2020. Bill McGuirk was just born a few years ago, and look at him now. First order of business, confirmation of a quorum, and we do have a quorum here this evening. So the third item on our agenda is welcoming new members and swearing in. We have 3 new board members this evening, a regular board member and 2 alternates. We welcome them, Mr. Bill McGuirk. We welcome you back. Bill was a former member, and glad to have you back on board with us, Bill. Christopher Dion Edwards is one of our alternates. Glad to have you join us. And Mr. Larry Brett, glad to have you, sir.
Thank you.
The 3 of you could go that way around, and Miss Lynn West is going to administer the oath. Lynn, I guess you can start with Bill and get these gentlemen sworn in.
according to the best of your skill and ability, according to law, so help you God. Do you, Christopher Dion Edwards, swear that you will truly execute the duties of a member of the Union County Board of Adjustment according to the best of your skill and ability, according to law, so help you God? Do you, Lawrence Britt, swear that you will truly execute the duties of a member of the Union County Board of Adjustment according to the best of your skill and ability, according to law, so help you God?
All right, thank you, gentlemen. Welcome aboard. I'll take this time to also recognize a former board member who's with us tonight, Mr. Rob Thornton. Glad to have you with us. Also, we have with us tonight, well, let me introduce everyone. Thank you, Ms. West.
Thank you, Lynn.
My name is Darren Green. I'm the board chairman. Mr. Mark Tilley is our vice chairman. Our board attorney is Mr. Derek Thurman. And then we also have Mr. Rick Davis, a senior advisory board member extraordinaire. And then we have, of course, from the county, We have Mr. Jim King and Mr. Lee Jensen with us tonight. Item number 3A, I added that. That is approval of the minutes of the July 8th meeting. We had that on the original agenda, but I'm gonna bring it back under 3A. So, if y'all have looked through that, those of you who were here, y'all know what happened. So, I have a motion to approve.
Are we approving them one at a time?
How many we got?
We got two.
Yeah.
Let's approve them one at a time.
I only
got a
see,
question.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I only see one. And we all got different
Now,
agendas.
do
You got
the,
July the 8th.
Idlewild Road Tower Henry Bridge first.
In the world are y'all talking about? Do I have the right meeting? Right, look at this. July 8th, what were y'all talking
Well, they were both on July 8th.
Yeah.
about? They were?
Mhm.
Well, it's the same minutes, okay. So you have a question, let's go ahead. They're both July 8th, what's your question?
Well, the one on 601, the car lot. How is that proceeding? Because it's not turning into what we said it was gonna turn into.
Is that something we,
That's the same one I called you about, now he's got it for rent.
Yeah,
That's correct. So, the way a special use permit works, a special use permit runs with the land. Now, he's got to do the landscape, and he's going to be limited to the number of vehicles that you guys approve. But it doesn't necessarily mean that he has to be the one running the car lot.
okay, but one of your stipulations was, when we granted this permit, was that there be a variance on the other side between them buildings, a way in and out.
Yes. and-
There's a chain up there now that was never there before.
Well, he did bring in an access agreement for that, lot that's next to him to give the lot that received special use permit cross access of the other property. Now, the only thing that I can think of is the reason why there's a chain across there is,
Well, I mean, he may just have it blocked up, that's why I'm asking questions, I mean, you know.
are there cars out there for sale, or is it just a vacant lot?
There was one there this afternoon.
One car is all I've seen.
Yeah.
Because he owns both properties.
right,
Well, that's what I thought.
Yeah. The reason why we made him do the access agreement was if he would ever sell the property where the car lot is, then he could not deny them access to get to it. So as long as he owns both the properties now, if he's putting the chain across the part on parcel A.
Okay, but everything's up to par with it then, that's all I was asking.
yeah,
Okay.
everything's fine.
I done checked on that.
okay. Do we have a motion?
We're good. I make a motion to approve.
Motion, made by Mr. Davis, do I have a second?
Second.
All right, we have a second by Mr. Tilley, all in favor say aye.
All right.
Aye opposed, okay. Thank you, gentlemen. Next item on the agenda is appeal number 219-appeal 01. At this time, I'd like to ask the attorney to come forward, sir. Please state your name.
And Mr. Chair, my name is Bo Caudle. So I represent several homeowners for properties out on Huey Road where the developer, Cochran and Tanner, is proceeding with the development. The plot was approved. We filed an appeal. They amended the plat. We filed a new appeal. Today, I was having a conversation with Mr. Hutaff, who represents Cochran and Tanner, the developer. We are going to continue to work together to try to resolve this privately. We'd ask for some additional time to do that before the board considers and determines our appeal. We believe that if the board were to continue this matter out for resolution at the February 10th meeting, that would be enough time. I'm happy to answer any questions that you have. I do have our email exchange confirming that we are in agreement as to continuing it out.
My question would be to staff as far as requirements. I know there's some requirements on when appeals have to be filed, and are we gonna be okay time-wise on all this stuff? Or are they gonna have to-
Yeah, there shouldn't be any issue there.
Yeah, it's fine. Now that their appeal is timely filed, any continuance doesn't have any bearing
Gotcha.
on the timeliness of their
So we can
appeal.
continue it?
And I think continuances normally should be requested in writing in advance, but they can be, I think your procedure allows for them to be requested at the meeting as well.
Hey, Darren,
Uh,
did you open the public hearing?
Do I need to open it to have a,
Typically, what you do is you
I
open the
didn't want
public
to do it. I
hearing
thought
and
we could just do
then,
this without opening it.
uh,
Do I need to open it to do it?
Go ahead. Yeah.
All right, okay, well, let's open it. I'm sorry, I thought we would just avoid that part, but we'll go ahead and do that then. Do I have a motion to, open the public hearing?
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Tilley, you second by, Mr. McGuirk. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed, okay. Now, the public hearing's open. Sorry about that. I know we've got some things, we're talking about in February, having a training meeting for, new board members. Would it be a problem if we were to extend this to the March meeting?
It would not be a problem for me, but I can't represent what the developer would want to do. My guess is they would like for it to be scheduled February 10th if at all possible in order to keep the pressure on all parties to resolve it beforehand.
I think our plan for the training would be to have that before the meeting. So
Okay.
we'd be like at 5:30 or 6.
Okay,
So the regular scheduled meeting. can
so we'll
still
just
go
meet
forward.
early for the training, and then we'll do this afterwards.
Yes.
Would that be all right with the
Is
board?
that okay with the board?
We did Special meeting?
If we do this, we still have to vote on having a continuance, first of all. So, we haven't got there yet. Oof. Come in here thinking one thing. All right, then, so, we have a request for a continuance, until the February, is it 10th? Is that correct? I haven't looked at the calendar, but is it the 10th?
Yes.
February 10th meeting? Go ahead. Have a motion?
Well, I think, normally we don't have two, but since they was blindsided at the last meeting and things changed and we continued to this one, and now that, I think, I'll make the motion, we'll give them continuous.
Okay. Second.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Tillett, second by Mr. Davis to continue this public hearing until the 10th of February. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Okay. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Um, All right. Do I have to close the public hearing now, or what? Y'all let me
No,
open
since it's open, you leave it open.
it? Okay.
Yeah. If you close it, then we're done.
I know, y'all got me all confused now.
Yeah.
I try to deal with stuff without having to
Yeah.
deal with all the
understand.
formalities.
I understand.
You like formalities?
I don't like formalities.
All right. Item number 5, discussion of a workshop for members.
So, Jim, would this be for everybody or just the new members? I mean, I think your procedures just say only new members have to be trained.
We would open this to everybody. In fact, I discussed with Lee, if he wanted to, he could mention it to the planning board so that they can come and kind of get an idea of what the Board of Adjustment does. So, I mean, we have to advertise it as a public meeting because you're a public body and there will be a quorum.
All right. Okay. Yeah, I mean, we typically, all of us come. I mean, every time we've done this, we all come, and depends on who does it. So we've had a few people. We've had some interesting ones, haven't we? Boy, who's gonna do it? Are you gonna do it, Derek?
We'll do it.
Okay, excellent. Well, I'm looking
We'll
forward.
figure it out over the
Yeah,
next couple of
it's,
weeks.
it's always, it,
Last time I got scolded because I didn't bring the right book, and it's because I'd never been given the right book.
Well, I just wanna make sure when you do it this time, don't do the electric shock therapy on the new board members, because that messed you up for a
It
while.
messed me up for pretty bad.
Anyway, so, yeah, so,
Electric shop is not, it's not good for you.
it's not good for an electrician particularly.
No, sure.
Yes, sir.
I have a taser and I'll bring it.
Bring it. We-
I have already been served, thank you.
Personally, I kinda enjoyed it.
Well, what
So,
kind of length of time are we talking about on this training session, do you think?
well, we meet at 7, so if we're gonna do it prior to that, we probably need to meet
That's what I'm saying, is it 2
5.
hours or 1 hour?
yeah, right, 2 hours.
About a 2 hour
5
training
o'clock.
session? Does that include meal? Sure.
Yeah, we can feed y'all.
Yeah. What do you think?
well, I mean, if they're gonna feed us,
Yeah, you gonna feed us better than you do at the ag meeting?
are we gonna get overtime pay for this?
What?
Overtime.
Overtime? No. I'm giving you food.
All
Okay,
right.
so we're coming at 5 o'clock.
Is that good with everybody? 5 o'clock, February
Good with
10th?
Everybody? Larry?
Yeah.
Very important for you
5
three,
o'clock.
or you two in particular, but
Yeah.
y'all good with 5 o'clock?
Yeah.
Remember,
I know, it's a beautiful day. So 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock on the 10th, we will have a training meeting, and Mr. Thurman and staff will work on what the agenda of that meeting will look like, and we will then leave that meeting and go into a public hearing, I assume. All right. Now, if they work that out, we won't have to have a public, we'll just,
If they work it out and they, whatever, then they'll just submit a request to withdraw the application, but then I guess since the public hearing is open, we'll have to,
They'll have to be present to say
Yeah.
if they want to withdraw.
they worked it out, and, all right, I ain't worried. Okay. All right, anything else, other than, all right, it's been fast and quick.
Real quick, who made the motion to, let's see, for the, continuation?
I did.
There's a second, second by Mr. McWhorter.
Oh, no, you did
I did a
second.
second.
You did second on that one?
He did second.
He
on
did
that.
second on something.
Yep.
See, when Pam's not here,
Y'all just get it all messed up.
I'm confused, you're confused. Good gracious. You know what it is, it's football-itis. Because Lee wants to go watch a football game, and I'm trying to drag this thing on. All right, anything else to come before the board? Hearing none, do I have a motion to adjourn?
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye, we're adjourned. Everyone, thank you for coming. New board members, I'm sorry y'all had to come for such a short meeting, but
I think that's the shortest I've ever been.
we have it sometimes, it works that way.
We usually had some controversy.